Hi guys, I put together this screencast to go over the first part of Google Classroom because a few of you have been asking me to give you some help with that. So this is episode 1, and I will do a few more episodes based on the questions that I received. If there's a question that you have that I haven't answered or you have an issue and you'd like me to come and help you in person, please don't hesitate to reach out. My email is kate.collins@oxnardunion.org, KATE.COLLINS. So let's go ahead and get started. First, I want you to note that I am signed in to my oxnardunion.org account. I recommend that you do that. It is one of the sorties for Oxnard Union Express because it will make this next step a little bit faster. You can also tell that you're signed in because it will show your Gmail up here, or the Oxnard Union Gmail or Google account up here rather. So in order to go to Google Classroom, you put into the Omni bar here, classroom.google, and you can see it's self-populating because I've gone here before, classroom.google.com. And the first time you go, it will be a screen asking you to sign in with your oxnardunion.org account. If you have not created that yet, it is your first name dot last name at oxnardunion.org, and the default password until you change it is Oxnard with a capital O 309. Make sure that you select the first time you sign in that you are a teacher. It just makes the next process a little bit easier. Once you are there, it will have a little arrow pointing to this plus with a screen tip that shows up asking you to add an account or add a class or add the class code. When you first sign in to your Google Classroom and you create your Oxnard Union account, there is a little bit of a delay because you have to be approved. Perhaps send Jay Sorensen an email saying that you created your Google Classroom account and that you would like him to please approve you, because you can't do the next part until he does. So if you are still waiting on that, go ahead and pause this video and come back after it's approved. If you are approved, then go ahead and keep listening. So in order to add a class, you're going to press on this plus sign. It's to create or join a class. You can actually join another person's class. I'm considering doing a Google Classroom for some other learning things or for other tech coach or issues you might have. So if that's the case, you can also be a student in a class, but make sure again that you select that you are a teacher when you first create your account. So I'm going to press this plus button and I'm going to select create a class. And I'm going to name my class. You can name it whatever you would like. As you can see on my background, I named my first class Physics CP. Perhaps I want to create one Biology CP. Then as for your section, I'm going to put period 2 because that's one of the times I teach BioCP. If you want to do it all in one, you can also do a period 2 and 3. And then from the subject, biology, and it self-populates. If it's not there, choose the closest one. It's not something that is super important. It doesn't reflect their transcripts or A through G. It's just there to help you, and I think also for Google to get some data on how different teachers and educators are using Google Classroom. So I'm going to go ahead and click create and wait here patiently while it thinks. All right, cool. And you can actually see, because I chose biology, it actually put a background for me up there, which is pretty cool. I can go through here and it will help me go through what to do. And it will actually teach you how to do this if you would like. So you can go ahead and do that. I'm going to click got it though, because I got it and I'm trying to show you guys what to do. You can select a theme if you'd like and change a theme. If you have a cover photo that you'd rather have instead of what they choose, you can also do that here. But let's talk about how to add students now that I've created my classroom. In order to do this, you click on students up here. And you can also allow parents and guardians in email summaries if you'd like. Once again, I'm going to click got it to let it know that I'm good. And if I want to invite students, which I think is actually the easiest way to do it, I'm just going to give them this class code. What they need to do is on their end, they have to go to classroom.google.com. They have to sign in with their oxnardunion.org account, which I know for some of you that might be the hardest part, is getting all your students on the Oxnard Union Google account. If you need help with that, feel free to reach out to me and I'll help you as best I can. If it's because of the acceptable use policy, I have zero power, so please don't ask me. I mean, I'll do my best to help you, but I probably am unable to help you, at least with regard to the acceptable use policy. You will then give your students this class code, at which point when they put it in, it will populate under students a whole list of students waiting to be approved. There will be buttons right here where you just click approve and let them in. At this point, the students are a part of your class, and when they go to stream, they will in essence see this for them, except minus this little plus sign where you can add to your stream. So that is the basics of how to set up a Google Classroom and how to add students to the classroom. The next episode is going to be about assigning items and starting class discussions on here, which is one of the really cool benefits of using Google Classroom. I'm sure there are other MLSs that let you do it. But again, Google Classroom is free, and a lot of our students, because of their feeder districts, are already familiar with it. So that's how to create a Google Classroom and how to add students.